So we are officially recording. So welcome to the Zoom. I'm excited to get this kicked off for you guys. So for those of you guys that don't know me, because we do have a lot of new people on this Zoom, I am Amy Miller. I am your presidential upline. So welcome. Super excited to have you. So we're just going to get things kicked off really quick. And this is going to be kind of an impromptu Zoom. So what I wanted to go over is, first off, welcome to the team. We have a lot of new people. A lot of things are kind of crazy. We had a lot of people that joined during the $20 promo. So if you were able to snag the kit at $20, congratulations. And if you did get the kit at $20, then that means that you're coming up on your 30-day mark for your 4 loyal customers, 4 or 5. So what does that even mean? So let's kind of talk about that first. And what that means is when you gather your first 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days, corporate gives you a shopping spree. Okay. So that shopping spree, you can use it on product, you can use it on apparel, you can use it on business stuff that we have, in anything that you can click shop and buy in your eSuite. That's what that's going to be used for. So you'll notice all of the leaders on the team have different apparel, and that's one of the main things that I want to stress to you is, if you're serious about building this business, you need to be repping your products and your apparel daily. So post about things every single day. Post about what you're using. Now, on that note, you will hear about an auto ship. And sometimes people are a little bit nervous about that. But with your auto ship, what we really want you guys to do is get comfortable with using the products every single day. It's hard to sell a product that you're not using. So get comfortable with the products, use the products, because you're going to be asked so often, well, what's your favorite thing? What do you use for weight loss? What have you used to grow your hair out? You're going to be asked that all the time. And people are going to ask you, well, what does the keto coffee taste like? And if you're not a coffee drinker, that's just fine. And you can tell people, hey, actually, I'm not a coffee drinker, but my friends have told me that it tastes like this, or, my family says that it tastes like that. So get those testimonials from other people. And get products that you can sample out. So I've got the keto coffee here. I actually sell the keto coffee, and I'm going to have Riley in just a second. She sells a lot of the keto coffee. Riley and Melanie both do. So we'll kind of get an idea from them how they do that here in just one second. And then get items on your auto ship that you can sample out. The Keto Energy, 30 sticks. That's greens on the go. So that works out nicely. Well, that explains where all my stuff went. The joys of kids, you guys. There's actually no Keto Energy in this bag at all. My kids apparently took it out. I pray that they didn't use it. But it works out because I've got some of the Greens Chews right here that was in my Keto Energy bag. That's a good thing to have on your auto ship to sample out to people. The Greens on the Go is a really good thing to have to sample out to people. So having things on your auto ship that you can either sell, sample, or use yourself. And I always recommend having something that you can use yourself. So on that note, really quick, I want to have Riley go first, then I'm going to have Melanie. Oh, I need to silence that. Melanie go after Riley. And I want you guys to talk about how you guys sell your keto coffee, because I know that you guys both do it a little bit different. So Ry, go ahead and tell us what you do to sell your keto coffee.
Okay, sorry. You get this hot mess of a mom today because I didn't do my hair. But every day is a little bit different for me. When it comes to selling my keto coffee, I always have it every morning. So it can look like doing like a boomerang, me like drinking my coffee, or, and I try to put it on all of my social media. So I either put it on my like Snapchat, Instagram, as well as my Facebook. And stories right now are huge. So if you're not posting to your Insta story or your your Facebook stories, start doing it now, because you'll branch out to more people that way, where it's a new quirk that Facebook and Instagram have for you. So I'll do polls of like a picture of my coffee cup in the morning and ask, are you a coffee drinker? Or do you love your coffee, kind of thing. And I always do a 2 yes answer, never no, of yes every day, or just something like, think of it and just make it your own. And so I'm always posting about it, which my family is a huge coffee drinking family. Like, we love our coffee. And so just putting it out there and showing that you're using that product is something that helps me sell it. And I usually sell mine 1 for $8, 2 for $15, and you can just kind of do it that way. So, and people will pay for it, and I've shipped it everywhere. So just have fun, be creative with it, and just put it out there. People have to see it over and over and over again for it to register in their minds. So that's kind of how I share my keto coffee.
Love it. Love it. Okay, Mel, I know that you sell a lot of the keto coffee individually. So talk to me about how you do that.
I do. No matter where I go, I have keto coffee with me, whether it's samples or anything. I did a power hour today at Beans and Brew, and I still took my own keto coffee in there. And when people ask, I just always have it. Another way I do it is when I do my host to post, I offer them that they can get a keto coffee if I get 2 to 3 customers or some customers. And if they say they don't want to do it, then I offer to do a sample pack, is what I call it, where it's 2 keto coffees, 2 keto energy, and then 2 greens. And I sell it to them for $20. And I'll pay for the shipping on that. If it's not too far, it's not a big deal. Or I'll deliver it to them, and then I write their names down, and that's my follow-up in a couple weeks to see how they do. And I like giving people 2 coffees. I usually try to sell them as a pack. Like if I'm out, I'll say, I'll sell you 2 for $13 or whatever. Just because I feel like everybody needs to try it 2 different ways before you like it. I just was talking to a customer tonight, and she didn't like it with 6 ounces. She thought it was too thick. I'm like, oh, you can totally make it with 12 or 14 ounces, or you can make it cold tomorrow. That's why I gave you the 2, so you can try it both ways, because it always takes at least twice before you realize which way you like it, at the minimum, whether it's going to be cold or hot. I feel like people have to play with it a little bit. So when I send them 1, I feel like that's not enough. I always try to get 2 or more so they can actually try it for a couple of days to see the difference. Because people are going to, after 1, they're going to be like, yeah, I didn't notice it. But after 2, they'll notice the difference.
I love that. I love that. So 2 different ways that you guys can sell your keto coffee. And I know that, let me check and see who we have on here so that I can kind of get a feel for who else I can tap into. So Bailey, are you to a point where I can call on you randomly? Sorry, I just throw you on the spot.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm good.
Okay, so talk to me about, because I know you're not a big coffee drinker, so how do you market your coffee?
I just post about it. I still post of like what it does and what it basically doing the green stuff out of it, telling him what it does and what it has in it. And then but it's very surprising that, like, even though I'm not drinking it, I sell a lot of it. And go ahead.
And I noticed the other day you posted about your fat burning hot chocolate. So even though you're not a coffee drinker, tell me about how you do your fat burning hot chocolate.
Okay, so I put 4 ounces of hot water, and I mix the keto creamer in it, and I have a frother. You can buy it on Amazon for $4. If you don't have a frother, it's just it's a tool that it just spins and mixes everything. But I just make it's 4 ounces of hot water, put my keto creamer in there, shake it or blend it, and then I put let me think, coconut milk, and then I put fat-free French vanilla in there. And then I put, it depends on how I'm feeling that morning, and then I put my chocolate grains as well. Forgot about that. To make it hot chocolate, duh. But depending on how I taste, I might put a little bit more creamer in there. Depends on the day. But
So
and
you
it
use
basically
fat-free creamer or sugar-free creamer?
fat-free.
Okay.
Yeah, I just get the fat-free French vanilla creamer.
I love it. I love that little bit of difference for the people that maybe don't drink coffee, that are not big into, either don't like the taste of it. One thing that I found is like that our coffee doesn't taste like regular coffee. Like it's not the bitter taste like what most coffees are. So, okay. So now we've kind of touched a little bit on, new distributor, we're coming into the business. Why is it important to run your auto ship? And what we just did there was we gave you a little bit of an idea. Okay, money might be a little bit tough. When I first got started in the business 5.5 years ago, money was tight. I actually had to borrow the $99 to get started in the business. And the kit was on sale because normally the kit was $200. So it was half price at $99 when I got started. And like I said, I had to borrow the money. So for my upline to say, well, you need to, you need to have this auto ship running, and what that's going to do is give you products to either use or sell. I was stressed about that. But what I did is I started posting results pictures, and people were seeing these results pictures after results pictures. And I was talking about them, and my excitement is what sold that. So when we have new people come into the business and they're struck with fear of, okay, what do I do? How do I even do this? What I recommend doing is going into the team page. If you are part of this Zoom, you're already in Team Diamond, go in there, look at the albums, look at the files, look at all of the information that is in that team page, and you will find that there are scripts in there. You will find that there are pictures that you can use that are corporate approved. Wording is in there. That is such a big plethora of information that you guys are more than welcome to take from and use and twist and have it as your own. So that's one of the big things that I want to recommend is use that tool and also make it your own. So I posted before and after pictures. Like I was posting those all the time. To be honest, I had no idea that we sold the greens, that we had any supplements. I did not know any of that. All I knew is that we had the wrap. So that's what I posted about. And I set up wrap appointments one-on-one. I built the majority of my business. I built pretty well all the way through the first 3 ranks in the company just by doing one-on-one appointments. So I would go to people's houses and I would wrap them, and I would charge them $25 per wrap. Some people will charge $30 a wrap, which that's totally fine. You can either pick 25 or 30. If you are driving to the wrap appointment and you are wrapping one person, there is no problem charging them $30. So what you'll do is you'll just go in, wrap them, make sure that they have clean, warm skin. So no oil, Dove soap on the area that they're wanting to wrap. And then they need to be drinking a lot of water. Try and cut out the pop. Try and cut out the artificial sweeteners. So you're going to be take your body weight, divide it in half, and that's how many ounces per day you should be drinking. So for instance, I'm 140 pounds. So I will be drinking 70 ounces of water per day. And before and after pictures, that is what tells your story. There are so many people. In fact, I was talking to a friend earlier, and she's like, well, I tried the wrap. And then I asked my mom if she noticed a difference, and she said no, so I haven't wrapped since. And I just started laughing. I was like, don't we just love mom sometimes? Like, thanks for your honesty. Sucked real bad, but thanks. So you might not see a difference right off the bat. That's okay. Take before and after pictures, because you will be amazed at what it's going to do for your skin. And if you have a lot of stretch marks, you're going to notice that the wraps are going to fix those first before they start working on deeper issues. All right. So just give yourself a little bit of time and a little bit of leeway on that. Now, as we continue going through things, I should have written down what each of the leaders said they were going to speak about. I know what Bailey's going to talk on, but I don't remember what Riley's going to talk on. So Bailey, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to throw it over to you. Riley, send me a quick text so I can kind of like blend into it somehow. So Bailey, talk to me about how you get your customers and what you're doing. Because how many customers have you signed this month?
Today 11.
That's amazing. Like, kudos to you. Okay, so tell me, what are you doing? How are you signing 11 customers in 1 month?
Well, posting is huge. The last few days I broke my phone, and so hasn't been too great. I haven't been posting as much, but posting is huge. I post about my life. Facebook stories are huge for me. Doing polls, but posting about what I've been using. Hey, you need to go in the other room because I'm on a Zoom. Sorry, guys. Let's see. What was I talking about? Posting's huge. Okay. I post about my life, and then I throw It Works in there. I don't throw it works because people get sick of that, and then you start getting unfollowed. And anyway, so posting is huge. And then every single morning I send it. Roughly, it depends on the day. If I'm having a crazy morning, then I'll probably just send about 5 to 7 messages about Host to Post. And those who do not know about Host to Post, it is someone else posting on their Facebook about your products. And my 3 biggest things have been the keto coffee, the cleanse, and hair, skin, and nails. And my morning message, I switch it up a little bit, is good morning, so-and-so. And I have noticed if I message someone before 7 a.m., they will be a lot more happier because no one has made them angry that day yet. So if you get them first thing in the morning, they're a lot more to post for you. I haven't really found it great in the afternoon, a few here and there, but not a lot. So I do mine in the mornings. And what I say is, good morning, so-and-so, with a heart. This might be far-fetched, but I had to ask. How would you feel if I give you a post to put on your page, and I'll send you a sample for the people that order? Okay, I don't want the new people to like have a come apart, because I have a lot of people that come to me and they're like, well, I don't have any product to give. That's totally fine. You just send, like, for me, I have extra product to send them, either if I get someone to order or I don't. So I usually just send them a product anyway. But for those people that don't have products, don't worry about that, because most of the time you get 1 or 2 people from that post, and then you can send them when you get product, because they'll bring in money because you signed them as a loyal customer. And then they'll say, sure, or what is it? And then I'll just give them like a little description of what it is, of what I'm posting. I'm going to have them post. Or if I ask them if they have ever heard of It Works. And then I just say, they say, sure. I say, awesome. Just copy and paste this to your page, tag me in it, and I'll do the rest. And then they tag me. And as soon as they tag me, as soon as they post it, I go post another before and after picture, or like a picture of the cleanse, or the picture of something to boost that algorithm back up, so it's the first thing that people see. And I switch it up. I've gotten a lot of people getting the cleanse, but hair, skin, and nails is going like crazy too. So that's how I've been getting my loyal customers, is doing host to post and posting on my Facebook.
So, oh, perfect. Sorry, I just got a notification. I need to go and fix some stuff as we're doing this thing because I forgot to upgrade my account. And for those of you guys that missed any of that, Bailey went into depth on a live that she and I did together. It's titled She's on Fire. So make sure that you go back through. She talked about exactly how if somebody is not ready to order right now, then she will ask them to host a post, and like the wording that she uses, she goes into depth on that, and it is absolutely amazing. So now I want to switch over real quick to Mel. Mel, I know that you have a lot of stuff going on. Your kids are in baseball, life is crazy. So how do you do this with your crazy schedule? You've got about like 4 minutes.
Oh, it's a good thing I can talk fast.
Yeah.
So I just had to I set timers. There's an app that I have on my phone. It's called Focus Keeper. And I have to use it at all times because I set myself a timer for like 20 minutes to do follow-up or 20 minutes to clean the kitchen, because I will get distracted. And during baseball season, I have 4 kids. My oldest plays. It's his last year before he goes to college, and my youngest plays. And then our girls are in between. So my husband and I have to usually divide and conquer. And so if I don't set timers on my phone, I will get distracted when I'm at the baseball field or when I'm wherever. But when I'm at the baseball field, I will say a prayer. I'll do whatever I have to do in my head or anywhere, and I will talk to everybody I can about my product. I wear my shirts wherever I go. The nice thing is when we're at the baseball field, my husband can talk baseball all day long, and then I can be pulling out my keto energy and taking it there. And I'll give it to my kids. I don't give them a whole packet, but if my 9-year-old is struggling to get through his 4 games that day, you bet I can give it to him. It's all healthy, it's natural, and the parents are like, what are you doing? And the next thing you know, I'm giving it to him. The little chews, my son has them in his back at all times, both boys, and all the kids love them. And then what do? They leave there and they go tell their parents about how great it was. The parents will come to me and be like, hey, what was that? And then I tell them about it, and then I introduce them to coffee or something else. So whenever I sell something, I always try to include something for them and then something for the parents. So I was just talking to a lady about the chews for her kids with a keto energy for her, because it's going to boost my volume, but it's also going to make them both happy. And really, if I don't set timers when I'm at home, I'll find myself getting distracted with baseball schedules, junior high schedules, elementary schedules. So I just use a timer, and I set myself a timer, and when the timer's up, then I'm done. My husband came home tonight and I said, okay, I've been doing it for an hour and a half. I didn't set my timer, but now I got to go make dinner, so I'm done. So that's just how I have to work it for me.
Okay, I'm not muted. Okay. I love that. And I think that works out really good on setting timers, because then you can schedule in family time and you don't feel like you feel like you are more balanced because, okay, I spent time working my business here. I spent time being with my family here, and scheduling out timers. I love that. I love that. Okay, Riley, I'm going to throw it over to you, and I'm going to give you 4 minutes. Go ahead and speak to me with what is on your heart.
Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about personal development, because that's something that's been so big in my life. Because when I found this business, or when this business found me, I was at a very deep and dark place in my life where I pushed, most of my friends and my family away. And I feel like this business came at me in the most crucial time of my life where I needed it. And when I first started and I heard everybody talk about personal development, I was like, I don't need that. Psh, whatever, it's just a bunch of BS. I didn't believe in it. I felt like I was fine. But the more that I heard it and the more leaders talked about it that I idolized and wanted to be like, the more it kind of started clicking in my mind. So when I talk personal development, if you don't know what that is, or if you're new, it's finding something that is going to, grow you, because the more that you're going to grow your mind, the more your business is going to grow. You're going to grow into being that leader that you need to be. And I mean, there's so many things, whether it's your scriptures every day, whether it's journaling, listening to some motivational YouTube videos. There's so many books. If you guys don't have Audible, you need it. It's $14 a month, but that gives you a book every month that you can listen to on your phone. I'm a mom on the go, and I don't have time to sit down and read, I get squirrel so bad to where I'm like, I've read a whole chapter and I couldn't even tell you what I read. And so I'm that person that loves the Audible, because you can download that book to your phone. You can listen to it in the car when you're driving your kids to school. You can do it while you're doing dishes or, cooking dinner and that kind of stuff. But also your family's listening to it, so they're growing as well. And so really, I would challenge you guys just to take, 15 to 30 minutes a day. I try to do it every morning while I drink my coffee, just so that it's setting me up to have a successful day. And if you guys, I know I got this book from Melanie. She was the first one to read it that I remember, is Girl Wash Your Face. It is a phenomenal book, and I highly, highly recommend that every one of you read it. A new one that I'm reading is Make Your Bed. And there's also tons of personal development books that's in our team page. So if you just type in personal development, I'm sure you'll find so much. But really, take that 15 to 30 minutes each day for you guys to grow yourself. And it's just a positive way to start your day. So that's kind of what I wanted to feed in, is just the more that you grow within your mind and yourself, the more you're going to grow as a leader, and then your business is just going to boom along with it. So was that 4 minutes? Was I quick enough?
You're good. I was able to listen. I was able to multitask. So I got my account fixed right then while you were talking. And so it's not going to kick us off, which makes me feel good. And I agree that Girl Wash Your Face, like totally. I actually gave that book to my cousin for her baby shower, because it's just like a good book all the way around for everybody. It is such a good book.
Yeah. So also, like, the leaders that are on here that do personal development every day, would you guys drop your favorite books in the chat, just so that the people that are new to the team get some ideas and can write down those ideas of, because you can even, if you don't have $14 a month, that's okay. Go to the library, because the library has a lot of these books that are there that you can get for free, so go rent them and take a week and do it that way. Because I know when I first started, I didn't have the money, but the more that you're willing to invest in yourself, the further you're going to go in this business. So
what if we do a post in the team page instead of, because we can't save the chat.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
So maybe that's what we'll do, is in the team page.
Yep,
okay. So just a couple of other things that I want to roll over. We're going to try, I am going to try and have a Zoom like this every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. So we have a standing time. And we'll go over different things every time. So I think next week it would be really beneficial to go over charting. So maybe because charting is kind of a big deal. And to get into that, if you know how to chart, basically you know how to unlock the entire compensation plan. So we will get into that next time. But one thing that I really want to hit on for you guys right now is I'm not supposed to say anything, but I'm too excited to keep it a secret. So so I'm going to tell you what I've been part of. So I have been part of the test group for this new app that they're coming out with. And it's actually the app inside our current It Works Office app. So if you're new to the business, then I want you to, like the second we get off this phone call or this Zoom, I want you to go to your app store and type in It Works Office. Okay, so download the It Works Office app, and the things that they have, they're integrating what's called the Connect app. Okay, and it is, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So you click into one place, and then you like put together what are your goals. Okay, so you want to make this much money a month. So it walks you through. You're going to set out what are your goals, how much is your income goal, what is your why, what is all of this stuff. So as you're setting it through, take time. I don't know exactly when they're going to launch this, because we are still working on getting through the kinks. It's a lot easier for them to work through the kinks with like a smaller group of us than it is to like launch it to the whole company and go, okay, good luck. So we're working through the kinks now, but once we feel like we've got them pretty well worked through, they're going to launch it company wide. But say you want to make an extra $400 a month, or, well, let me see what the thing is. Edit goals. Okay, so here's what it is. On this, it says an extra $500 a month. It says, okay, make 3 contacts per day. And it's saying this is like a 3-month goal, right? Because we're looking at all of our goals, not as it in right now, not as it is this month. We're going to look at all of our goals over 3 months. Where do you want to be in 3 months? Where do you want to be? So then you can break it down and work backwards, right? You can kind of break it down into smaller goals. So they have all of these different points, and I'm going to put my phone up to the computer. I'm going to lower so that you guys can hopefully see it better. So I'm going to put this up here. Hopefully it's glaring really bad. But you can pick what dot you want it at, right? So you can, right now it's just sitting at the 10,000, but if I were to put $30,000, I want $30,000 a month. Okay, then it's saying 127 contacts per day. And you're messaging these out. And you can put this anywhere that you want. You can be an extra $500 a month. That says it's 3 contacts a day. You can do everything that you want. So we get that set, and then you can start contacting people. You can message straight from this app, so it will pull in. It talks to your back office, and it pulls in all of your loyal customers that you've already signed. It pulls in all of your distributors. So it pulls in all of your personally signed loyal customers. So you don't have to feel like you're going through the tree viewer and finding every single person. And, well, did I follow up with this person or not? I can't remember. Anyway, it has their phone number pulled from eSuite so that you can text them right from your Connect app. And then when they text you back, it'll show up in what's called your hot contacts. So it instantly notifies you that so-and-so texts you back and they want you to text them back. And then you can set reminders for follow-ups, because we do have people that they're like, well, I can't order right now, but I can order next Thursday. Well, instead of us having to go into our calendar on our phone and put together a follow-up for this person, and then that follow-up will pop up, and then you have to go over here and find their phone number in the eSuite and find their phone number, and then you have to copy and paste that into instead of all of those steps, there's a pop-up that pops up on your phone. It says follow up with so-and-so, and you click on it, and it'll call them or text them right from that app. So like, this app is going to seriously change everybody's business. I am so stoked about it. Oh my gosh, I'm like, I can't even control my excitement. I'm way stinking pumped about it. There's just so many awesome things. Okay, so then you can email them right from the app. You can, however, and this is going to be connected to Instagram. We're struggling right now with Instagram. The coding is being a pain. It's connected to Facebook Messenger, so you can shoot it right through, and you can do you can message a bunch of people at once. So you can put together your message, and then you say, hey, at name, and where it says at name, you can go through the next slide. You click on all the names that you want to send this to. So say we have a BOGO that's going on, and hey, hey at name. So, hey Riley, I just wanted to let you know that corporate just announced a BOGO that we have going on, and I was wondering if you are needing any more wraps. Okay, so where it says hey at name, then it goes to the next page, and you can click Melanie and Bailey and Riley and Heidi and Danielle and Amy, and you can go through and click all of these people and then click send, and it sends a message out to all of those people right that second. You guys, this app is going to seriously change your business. I'm so excited about it. Like, I can't even contain it. I'm just so dang excited. So get ready for that. And on today's call with corporate, Mark he slipped. He's like, so anyway, on Monday when we announced the collagen, and I just burst out laughing. So collagen is dropping on Monday. Be ready for it. What does that mean for you guys? What that means is go in and do research about collagen. Doesn't have to be about our collagen. I just want you to go to Google and type in collagen. Figure out what collagen does. What does it affect? How does it work with your joints? How does it work with your skin? What is the purpose of collagen? Okay. You don't always want, yes, corporate is going to give us a ton of information. And if you're new to the business, you probably don't know about the myitworksproductcoach.com website. I'm going to repeat that for you and write it down. It's www.myitworksproductcoach.com. That has all of your frequently asked questions on all of the products. Collagen is not going to be on there yet, but that will tell you if anything is soy-free, whey-free, gluten-free, lactose-free. You guys, I'm so awesome at all of my words. Let me double check if, oh, you're right there. Okay. Anyway, so the Product Coach website, that is going to be a really good thing for you guys, especially if you're new to the business. Make sure that you're going in there and looking at things. Do some research on collagen. What is it? What is it going to do for you, for your body, all of that stuff. So to end the call tonight, I'm going to have Misty take over, and I would just want to have her talk about, Misty's one of the leaders on our team. Now, before I have her kind of wrap us up, I want to tell you guys, this team page, the Team Diamond team page, is open for you guys to ask questions, and I highly suggest that you ask questions in there, because if you guys have a question about something, I guarantee there's probably 7 other people that have that exact same question. So it is a very safe place. Nobody is going to judge you, and I promise, if you can botch things quite a bit and we can still recover them. If you guys were to go through and look at some of the messages that I sent out when I first got started, or that Riley sent out when she first got, we didn't know anything. We didn't have any training. It was just like take luck, So we're here to help you answer questions. We're here to help you with things. So please ask. So, okay, on that note, Misty, I am going to throw it over to you. How do you recommend being successful with this business, and what does it take? Misty just earned her $1,000 Ruby bonus, so I want to give her a massive shout out, and her husband is about to earn his Ruby bonus this month as well. So how are you guys doing it, and what is working for you?
Well, we've done a few different things, and they work for a while, and then we got to change it up. In July, I did awesome with Host to Post. My husband actually watched the live that you did with Bailey, and he keeps telling me, you need to be doing what Bailey's doing. So Bailey, we're going to be copying you on that for a little bit. So we've done Host to Post. We have been sending out a ton of samples. My husband does pest control for his day job, and he talks to people all day long. And when he first got started, his concept was, well, I don't want to feel like I'm this, creepy sideshow salesman, like open up my jacket and do you want to buy my stuff? And I explained it's a matter of listening to what people say. So he has started listening, and when he hears them complain about something, whether it's joints or headaches or whatever, or money, he uses that as his opening. We just got him one of the bags. I think it's the Weekender bag. It's the bigger bag that we started using our auto ships to get at least one item that we could use as samples each month. So whether that's keto energy, keto coffee, berry, like greens on the go, green chews, whatever. So he's got this stash of samples in his work truck. So when he talks to people, he said, I feel like people are hesitant because they haven't tried it and it's a 3-month commitment. He goes, so I feel like if I can give them something for free, they're going to be more likely to sign. And we were doing that. And I was like, dude, you are killing me on postage, because it was before we got his bag. And so now we've switched over and he's using his bag, and it's great because he can give them their sample immediately. They don't have to wait for it to come through the mail. So if you don't have samples of something that you keep on hand all the time, do it. I have 6 kids. All of them are in school. I have 1 at the high school, 1 at the junior high, and 4 at the elementary school. And I'm a teacher. And I decided that I was going to take the keto energy and a greens on the go, and then just print out the nutrition label information for both of those, do a double side. And I just tied them together with a short little note, and I sent them to school with my kids to give to each of their teachers. Yes, it cost me $30, but I'm building relationships with new contacts. I'm expanding my network, and I'm giving those teachers the ability to try something that can actually help their life. So samples has been huge for us lately, and maintaining relationships. Like I check in with my loyal customers. Lately, I've had a few that have had to turn off for whatever reason. I've made sure that I let them know how many perk points they have, and hey, these expire, let's use them so that you get your free product. That way my customers know that I don't just think of them as a paycheck. I'm concerned with helping them and getting them the best bang for their buck and the best product for them. So even though they're not buying from me right now, they know that I'm looking out for them. I actually had one customer yesterday that needed to turn off her auto ship because she's drowning in greens right now, and told me that she had a friend that was probably going to get in touch with me too. So if you're taking care of your customers, they're going to refer you without you asking them to.
I love that. I love that. All right. Well, thanks guys for joining us tonight. We are going to, right now we are working on figuring out nights that we can get together in person for those of us that are here in Utah. For those of you that are not in Utah, anytime that we do get together in person, we will make sure that we're doing a Zoom so that you guys can see what we talk about, what we go over, all of that fun stuff. And typically when we do things in person, we talk a lot about what Riley talked about, personal development, leadership, what's working for different people, what's not. So these Zooms that we do here, they are a lot of business building and product knowledge, different things like that. And then when we get together, it's a lot about leadership and developing into the person that you want to be. So I really appreciate everybody jumping on tonight. We tried to keep it short and sweet as much as we could. So, and I want to tell my leaders, thank you so much for jumping on and helping out. There's no way that this team would be as successful as it is without you guys. So I really appreciate everything that you do. And I would love to spotlight different people throughout anytime that we do these. So if there are things that are working good for you, make sure that you're sharing that with people. So I appreciate everybody jumping on. I hope you guys are having a good night, and I hope you have a good rest of the night. So I will be posting the recording of this in the team page so that you guys can share it with your team members that were not able to jump on. I know there were a lot of people that weren't able to jump on. So good night, everybody. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you later.